Hey guys, what's up? It's once again mp4podcast.com, and I came across this article at GameInformer.com. It says Nintendo president takes pay cut in wake of 3DS troubles. Now, this article will be in the description box, so you guys can read the full article. But what's really is, the president's going to take a $2 million pay cut. Directors are going to take a 30% pay cut, and other executives will take a 20% pay cut. So it's $2 million for the president, 30% for directors, and other executives 20%. That does not sound too good to take pay cuts this much. They're really banking that there's going to be a miracle, that this system is going to pick up and be okay. And I've heard this many times from especially people in the YouTube gaming community, especially the more retro people who really love collecting real games, physical copies, and so on. And they don't really see the iPod Touch or the iPhone or the iPad as a gaming device because it's really the first portable gaming system which is downloadable all. And Android is taking a little bit of that steam also, but I'm just telling you truthfully, I think the iPhone is a better gaming device than Android. Android's getting there, but it's probably maybe I haven't tried any of the new models of Android, but I'm just saying the touch control on iPhone is better. And that said, right now the biggest threat to Nintendo really is the iPhone and the quality of games that are coming out for the iPhone. Now, I hear this ignorant comment all the time from random people. Oh, iPhone games suck. No, who would want to play that crap? Well, here's Dead Space, okay, for the iPhone, okay? Here are the pictures for it. Now look at it. It looks, it's on the level of, this game probably is a, PSP. And keep in mind, I want to say something. When you say, well, our games look better than PSP, these games are kind of like designed in the way how they design computer games. They'll design a game for the lowest common denominator that they want. This game works, I believe, on the doesn't say it right here, but I'll have to go to the actual website, and it's compatible. Doesn't really say it right here. Probably says it on over here. Now iTunes is starting up, and type in Dead Space, and I'm going to go to the iPhone version, iPhone apps. For what I remember, does it say it just says iPod Touch iPhone, and it requires iOS 3.0. So that's probably like iPhone 3 3G, which is the iPhone that does not have a GPU in it. The iPhone that got the first GPU was the iPhone 3GS. And, games like this are what are killing, Nintendo's market, where you can buy affordable games at very reasonable prices. Let's go and look at another game, Spider-Man. Dead Space is awesome. We're going to apps. And if you guys have an iPhone, if you have a friend that has one, download the demo of Spider-Man. I swear to God, you'll love it. Now this game is $6.99. This game was on sale not too long ago for 99 cents. And this game was amazing. Let me look for another game. Terminator. There's actually Terminator. There's two Terminator games for the iPhone. There's a crappy one and there's a good one. And I think this is the crappy one. No, that's not this one right here. This is a good one. This is a great Terminator game. And most people don't even know. Out of 5,393 people, this game got 4 stars. Okay? The iPhone has cheaper games than even the eShop or whatever I think that's what it's called on the 3DS. You know, the games here are really good quality. I mean, I know, there's some, controversy about GameLoft cloning games and making copies of other games, but it's so what? I mean, nobody else is bringing these games out. I don't want to say nobody else is bringing them out. They're the first company. They're the big boy on the iPhone. Other companies are starting now to see that there is a market for the iPhone, such as EA, such as Capcom. I mean, Resident Evil 4 came out for the iPhone. There was even a exclusive Resident Evil that came out for the iPhone, and that was the prequel or sequel, whatever, to that CGI anime movie. Let's go to GameLoft. They got some good stuff. Let's look at Dexter. Here's another great game which is exclusive to the iPhone. Go to Apps. Dexter the game. So if you like Dexter, this is a really good game. It's not as well known as many other games. I believe it's probably because the developer is a smaller developer, and Dexter is kind of like a niche thing when people think about games, but it's a really good game. GameLoft. Apps, see all. Even the iPad ones are cheap. I mean, they're a little bit more and stuff, but look at all the games. A lot of times you can pick these games up for 99 cents if you just wait a little while. Hell, we even have a game like World of Warcraft on the iPhone. This is why the 3DS is in danger. People now have smartphones, and people are always going to have some form of a smartphone with them. And as they, upgrade their phones, every 2 years, some people upgrade once a year, they're always going to have another iPhone. They're always going to have a handheld system. I mean, even when they don't even thinking about buying, a handheld. I mean, think about when you buy a computer, are you buying a gaming console? In some ways you are. Can a computer play games? Yeah, it can. When you buy a computer, are you buying a video editing system? Yeah, you can install Sony Vegas or Premiere or whatever programs you want. I mean, it's a scary market that Nintendo's in, and what they should really do is come up with a 3DS phone and make a deal with. They're going to have to make a deal with AT&T. Okay, as much as most people don't like AT&T, it's because AT&T is GSM. That's why iPhone went GSM. That's why Windows 7 went GSM, because GSM is what 99%, almost everybody else in the world uses GSM. All of Europe, Australia. I think Mexico is CMDA, whatever, what Verizon and Sprint are, which I think is actually better than GSM, but that's a story for another day. So they can release a phone, quickly make it compatible for all these other cellular devices. And if you had a Nintendo phone, I really think a Nintendo phone would give the iPhone a run for its money. would you want to have a Nintendo phone or an iPhone or an Android phone? A lot of people love the DS. A lot of those people's like, oh, Nintendo phone. I'm gonna be able to play all those great Nintendo games on the phone, on the go. And that's their biggest mistake, was they didn't do the phone. So anyway, guys, this is MP4podcast.com saying out. You guys take care. Later, guys. Bye.